very, very welcome indeed. Many of you are very distinguished guests, with public representatives, the people of the area, people who are prominent and active in the area. This is Heritage Week. It's a National Heritage Week, as you know. And as a heritage group, it's obviously, one of our responsibilities during this week to draw attention to the heritage of this historic area. That's the Kilmainham Inchicore area. That's our first responsibility. Now, when we were launched, you may have got a little document like this, and I'm sure you put it away safely, and every now and again you take it out and you go through it carefully, and you say, what is that shower up to? Well, we're doing quite a lot, actually, and a number of the projects are beginning to come on stream, so you'll be hearing a lot more about us. I was going to say at the beginning that maybe if you all brought your tracksuit, we were going to run around this building for a little while, and then go up to the dance room, but that's for another day. But our general point is to draw attention to the heritage of the area. But this week we have a specific objective, and that relates to the creation of a small museum community heritage centre for this area. And I'm going to say just a little bit about that, and then we'll have the official opening by a very distinguished Dubliner. As you know, a new library will be constructed here, a very large modern library. The old library will become the little museum heritage centre for this community. It was one of John Fitzgerald's parting decisions. And it falls on ourselves and the people of the area to take that opportunity and create a collection that will be representative of the story of this area. Now that is a big challenge because there is a very big and great story in this district, a very diverse story, whether it's ecclesiastical or cultural or military or political or industrial. All the segments of human life are here, layer upon layer upon layer. A place of poets and politicians and railwaymen and rebels, a good football team, entertainers, singers. It has an unrivaled heritage and history. And people like Councillor Calvin Burgedy, who's been on the council with me, I think we know at this stage that no other part of Dublin has the depth of heritage and culture that we have in this district. To get you to be part of the story of this district, because when your grandchild, goes in to look at, wants to find out where the great locomotives were built or where Patrick Pearse spent his last few days before going down to Kilmainham jail, these great issues and questions, or where their grandmother lived, it would be nice to point them to a place where they will be able to sit down and maybe read or listen and look at the evidence of great-grandparents and parents. The elements of what is upstairs today are little glimpses of this area, just glimpses, in photographs, in tape recordings of older people telling their story. Now we have only 3, we have 30 hours of tape conversations, but we have only 3 stories up there because it's rather restricted for space. But you'll see 3 little kind of cubicles, they're like confession boxes. And I think Joseph of Bryn is going to be hearing confessions later on, maybe. So you can sit down there and listen to Jimi Hendrix or Phyllis McGurk or whoever tell their story. Now, we would like people to consider giving their name forward to tell their story and have it recorded. We have the old maps of the area, because you can trace the beginning of this district from old maps right up to the present day. And you say, my God, was Inchicore and Kilmainham just like that 1,500 years ago? I don't think even, John, you remember that far back. Or any of it, a while ago. That's the purpose of today. We have videos with bits of footage from RTE in various places, showing the different aspects of this area. The idea for this was Michael Flanagan's idea, who's the secretary of the group. And he's worked tremendously hard on this particular idea and on other ideas. And all of the people in the group then, of course, worked with them. We've been up till all hours every night to get all this together. It's an important day, and we've got a very important person to officially launch this. A very famous artist, Andy Warhol, said that everybody will have 5 minutes of fame, but today we have a man who has 2 lifetimes of fame, who is going to come up here in a minute and say a few words. He first became famous as a very important musician, a child of the 60s in Dublin, a rock musician. Indeed, one of the people that is widely acknowledged by everyone in the music business as one of the few people at the forefront of making this country safe for rock and roll. And laid down and opened the doors for people, like Bono, Thin Lizzy, and all these people that come afterwards. He is a pioneer in this field. Everyone agrees on that point, and rightly so. And he's had a life of fame on that. But now he has his second dollop of fame on the Joe Duffy Show. Now, I make sure I hear Joe Duffy on Friday because this man is on it. So imagine all of that. So it gives me enormous pleasure to welcome to Inchicore and to come up here to say a few words. The inimitable brush shield